Okay, a very pleasant evening wishes to everybody who has joined the webinar on international credit transfer opportunities from UPS to our partner universities. I would request my team to please start the presentation. Charan, can we begin the presentation? Dear students, it's everybody's dream to have one of the best experiences while you are in your academic journey. And one of the ways that you can really have an enriched experience while taking up academic journey is to have in some way international exposure added to your profile. UPS, with support and partnership from its partner universities, presents to the undergraduates and postgraduate students in its campus a wonderful opportunity to take up an international degree in a cost-effective manner. We have with us today our partners, our partner university, Nottingham Trent University, UK, and I welcome Chris, who's the Associate Director Enrollments, and our friend Vidhi, who heads the recruitment for India and South Asia in this webinar. Along with me, I have Nandita Abraham, Senthil, who is head of the director. Nandita heads the partnerships at UPS. They are going to discuss about various facets of this opportunity with you.
So those of you who know UPS at the foothills of the Himalayas, where it's an amazing university, and in the latest NIRF rankings has come 65th out of all universities in India, with a 21st rank in law, 41st in management, and 61st in engineering. So UPS is a full-fledged multidisciplinary university with media, business, design, computer science, engineering, law, health sciences, and really an ideal place to go to study if you want to learn more about the world. And of course, the new school being opened this year is the School of Liberal Studies. What we're here to really look at today, and that's the reason why you're here, why you all are here, is the fact that UPS is one of the colleges or universities in India that actually gives you the opportunity for some of the best international exposure. Nearly every student at UPS has the opportunity for an international exposure, because we believe that we want you to be not the best in Dehradun or in North India or in India, but be able to be and compete with the best in the world. So with us, we have our partners from Nottingham Trent University, and I'm going to hand over to them in some time. But first, I'll just like to explain to you this very special offering that UPS has. Through the years, and even in the times of my parents and grandparents, it slowly became more and more aspirational to not only have a viewpoint which was around your city or your neighborhood, but maybe go out and live wherever you want, work wherever you want, do whatever you want. And in most cases, this also requires, or an opportunity is there, to study wherever you want. So every year we find lots of students from India traveling abroad to do their undergraduate degrees. And there are many others who actually want to, but they're not sure whether it's the right decision, and which is fine. Sometimes it's very expensive to have to pay 3 years of tuition fee internationally. Sometimes when you're 18 years old, you're not confident that you can leave your home and straight away jump into a university in the US or in the UK or Germany. And so you would like to take it at stages. So what we have today here for you is something really special, and UPS is proud and excited to present to you a special program which is a solution to this. We are offering you and others who aspire to go abroad but not able to or decided not to straight after the 12th standard, a new option to study at a reputed NIRF top ranked 65th university in India for 2 years, and then transfer all your credits to an international university. So 2 years study at UPS, then transfer all your credits and along with some friends of yours, transfer and physically go to the UK or the US or Germany, go there, study there, graduate from those universities, and then be eligible for a post-study work visa in your country of study. So you transfer your credits after 2 years at UPS. For example, go to Nottingham Trent University, do another 1 year or 2 years, depending on the course that you're doing, graduate with a degree from Nottingham Trent University, get the opportunity to get a post-study visa, explore job opportunities, and both Chris and Vidhi will talk about whether they will help support you getting that job opportunity. So work there and then decide what it is that you want to do. So through this offering, really, we've solved the problems of cost, because you can split with an Indian tuition fee and international tuition fee, solve the problem of being prepared for study abroad, and also get to go to a highly reputed institute in India and in the UK or US or Germany. And the UPS international team will help you through the entire process, ease of admission, help you to fulfill all the criteria that there is for that. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit more. There's a special link, I think, and maybe Senthil will talk about that, a special bit.ly for this advantage, because students who opt for an international pathway program actually get access to the partners earlier on in life. So you will have people from NTU coming and talking to you in advance. Maybe you get the opportunity to do a project with some of their students or do some kind of workshops with them, so that you have time to really understand what is required for you to study in the UK or to study in the US, and prepare yourself for that as we go along. Senthil, can we hand over now to Chris and Vidhi? Is that fine?
Sure. We can definitely
tell us. Thank you, firstly, for coming in here. And do you want to tell us a little bit more about NTU? Of course, I think you know that it's one of my favorite places in the UK, and very long and close relationship with the Nottingham Trent University. But over to you so that our students can hear it from you instead.
Thank you, Nandita, for the beautiful introduction. And I think you've made my work a lot easier. So just a word of caution ahead of my presentation. So I'm experiencing some connectivity issues with my internet today. So if I drop off, my colleague Vidhi will carry on the presentation. She has a copy of the presentation on her computer as well. But I will now share my screen. And while I'm doing this, just see, can you see my presentation now? Yeah?
Yes, Chris. Okay.
Yes, Chris.
Perfect. And this is a great time, actually, because I don't know if you're aware, but the UK and India signed an MOU to recognize the qualifications of both countries. So it means that now the master's program, which are just 1 year long in the UK, will now fully be recognized in India. So for students who would like to work for the government, this is amazing news, for both the UK and India. And this will open up some amazing opportunities when it comes to course collaborations in the future. So today, what I would like you to understand is what Nandita mentioned in terms of the pathway arrangements, which will allow you to get a beautiful experience in India, get ready for an international experience, and the opportunity to get a bachelor degree from a recognized university, and in this case, Nottingham Trent University, and the option to either go into work thanks to the post study work visa route, or carry on with, for example, a master's program. So I will try and give you a bit of an overview of NTU, Nottingham Trent University, the Nottingham Business School, and our approach to higher education, and also give you some insights into what it is to be a student in the UK. But before going to the courses and the specifics of the university and the school, just a few things on Nottingham. So as you can see, the pink dot in the middle of the map is Nottingham. So we are in the center of England, so with super easy communication links to London, Birmingham, Manchester. And you'll see in a few next slides that this is an ideal location to explore the UK, but also to make sure that you're keeping your living costs down, because obviously Nottingham is a lot cheaper than if you were to study in London, for example. So what I'm going to do now is to give you a 1-minute video so that you get a bit of a feel for the city of Nottingham, and I'll carry on afterwards. Oops.
Chris, we can't hear the sound for some reason.
But there's no, so sorry, I've got this problem on Zoom, but there are no, you can just watch the images. It'll be done in 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry about the sound. I always have this issue with Zoom, sorry. So you here is that Nottingham is a vibrant city and really geared towards its student population. As you can see on my slide, the city is quite small. It's about 260,000 inhabitants, but we have about 60,000 students in town, thanks to the 2 universities in town. So it's a thriving and vibrant community, and everything is geared towards you. And as you can see at the bottom of the slide, Nottingham has been voted by students as the 3rd best place to study in the UK in 2021. And more as well on Nottingham and also Nottingham Trents. So literally a couple of weeks ago, the university won this so like TripAdvisor of universities. This is done by students, for students, and they vote from their experience for their favorite universities. And we won 2 awards by What Uni, one for the best student experience and second for best international student experience. This is due to all the support we have in place to make sure that when you come to study at Nottingham Trent University, you are, at home, away from home, and we are really giving you all sort of the tools for you to be successful, not only in your studies, but also in your career or your early career afterwards. So we're very proud of that. And other facts and figures about NTU. So you can see the rankings here. We are number 2 in the UK by Unicompare when it comes to the number of students who accept places at NTU. In 2020, we also won a very good award for the outstanding support we have in place for our students. And this is very important, I guess, for you to get prepared for your professional lives. And you see that 100% of our courses include some work-like experience. We've got amazing facilities. And in the world, Nottingham is top 55 when it comes to student cities. So make sure that you put Nottingham in the list. This is an amazing place to study and live. So you see here an aerial view of a part of the city campus. This is where the Nottingham Business School is hosted. This is the big tall white building you have on the left-hand side. So it's an easy place for you to access all the amenities of the city. You will not need any public transport whatsoever. You can literally walk everywhere. We have accommodation on site, and according to your budget or your preferences, we've got all kinds of types of rooms available, whether this is owned by the university or by other private providers. You can be guaranteed to have really high class accommodation facilities. And the price range goes from about £90 a week up to about £150 per week, so fairly affordable. And, you know, living a single life is not just about sitting down in classes, it's also being part of a community and being involved in student societies. So we've got an amazing and super active Indian student society on campus, but there are all kinds of other groups you can join, whether this is you know, cultural or sports related areas. So make sure that you get a life outside of your classes, and this will give you a super good head start for your career ahead. And obviously, you know, our graduates are successful when it comes to securing good graduate jobs when they graduate. So as you know, once you have completed a degree program in the UK, you'll be eligible to stay back in the UK for up to 2 years and work and get that essential initial experience. And after that, you can decide either to stay, you know, for good in the UK, or maybe return with your rich experience back to India. So up to you, but we'll help you find those opportunities thanks to an amazing employability team that we have on site. So now we'll move on to the track, the international track that I mentioned at the start of the presentation, which is a pathway into the business school. So it's a 2+1 arrangement. You do 2 years at home and then come for your final year in the UK. So you can see that here, this is the mission for the business school, to deliver obviously education underpinned by research, to combine academic excellence with impact. The impact element here is crucial and will be translated into everything you do at the business school. We have a very much hands-on approach, very much applied, and you'll get really to practice what you learn in class into real life cases, for example. So this slide now is very important. And if today you were only to remember one slide, that would be this one. So Nottingham Business School is different from other business schools in the UK for these 4 points. We are leaders in experiential learning, meaning that all you do will be applied. We are also leaders in personalization. Personalization, you'll see in the slides afterwards, does not mean that you can choose basically any module or class you want, but it's, for example, we'll take your project, your career project into consideration and make sure that you are gaining the right experiences along your studies with us to make sure you're ready for your career in your specified area. We also are very careful about sustainable management and ethical leadership. So this will also be present in all the classes you take. And obviously, we've got amazing connections to the business community in Nottingham and beyond. Also, 2 important elements when it comes to choosing a business school is around international accreditations. So the 2 top logos you can see are the American standard with AACSB and the European standard presented by UPES. So it means that your program that you'll be studying onto will have been checked by external bodies to make sure that the quality is world class. And we also work with small businesses, and we do a lot of work to accompany small businesses, mostly in Nottingham and the surrounding areas, to make sure that they are thriving in here. And also Prime Champion is to do with responsible management that we apply to all the classes we teach. Also, you'll be gaining a truly international perspective while in the UK. It's not just the Western UK side of things that we'll be learning about, but also things in a much wider context, in a global context. Okay, so this is an important element here. You can see some of the links. We have some big industrial groups around. A few things you may want to highlight here are Boots and, for example, Barclays or Rolls-Royce, which are companies which are located in or near Nottingham. So amazing work opportunities on our doorstep. So I will just get more information about the first international track, which is to get a BA in International Business Management, which is delivered as a top-up on a 2+1 basis. So the course is obviously a high-quality, comprehensive business study program that has been engineered to make sure that you've got time to catch up on the things that students who have started at NTU or NBS in their first year, basically, you can catch up during the boosted induction when you arrive in the UK. So this is really a program that has been conceived to make sure that you're getting the best of your year in the UK. So this is all the opportunities you'll have in addition to your courses. So you'll be able to do some volunteering, you'll be able to take part in internships or placements, even summer school, and also an approach to personalized learning. What we mean by this is that you'll be getting an academic mentor who will guide you throughout your year in the UK to make sure that, one, you stay on top of everything, and we can push you in the right direction to make sure that you are going to achieve your professional goals. And of course, this person will be able to troubleshoot any problems you may have and put you in touch with the right teams to make sure that you are getting the right support to be successful. So these are the distinctive features of the course, and they are, of course, true for this specific arrangement, but also for the Nottingham Business School and NTU in general. So you will have an extended induction and orientation to make sure that you understand like our new ways of working and how to find your way around the university. We'll make sure that you have a say in the classroom with all the other international students and local students so that we get a real international experience in Nottingham. You'll have as well visits from profs from other universities to give, again, another international or global outlook on some specific topics. You will have, teaching, which will focus on specific areas of the world, but to put everything in a global context. And everything will be international learning material. You also get the opportunity to learn a new, foreign language if you wanted to, and we'll have lots of course enhancements activities as well as extracurricular ones as well. So the teaching and the assessment methods, we reflect this very eclectic approach so that you've got chances to excel one way or another. So lots of obviously lectures, whether they're on demand or on campus. It'll be highly interactive. Workshops, group work will be a key element of your study process. And obviously the different assessments will reflect that with group presentations, research project, essays, coursework. And you'll make sure that you've got some formative assessments to make sure that you're getting the best possible marks. This is like an outlook or an overview of how the course will be presented. Sorry, somebody's calling me here. Oops.
Hiya.
Sorry about that. And you see that you've got the year divided in two halves. So the first half year, you'll get this called class in green called Business Information Communication Learning. This is the reinforced induction that I mentioned earlier. You'll start working on your research project right from the start. You'll get two core modules in international business and another one on developing professional impact. This is when you'll be starting to design your professional project. Then in the second half of the year, you'll do the third core element, and you'll get also to choose from 6 electives that you can see here. So you can decide to stay within the realm of international business, or look at finance, or marketing, for example, global supply chain, or economics, up to you. So again, a wide range of things that may prepare you for your career, or to carry on with a master's in management, for example, afterwards. So these are the examples of business engagement events we have put together for the students. So this is a company based in Nottingham, and the CEO came to talk to the students about the challenges posed by the pandemic, as well as Brexit in the UK. And another very interesting element here, so you may be aware that Nottingham has a famous cricket ground called Trent Bridge, and we have used one of the England cricket's women team's coach to help students with their leadership skills. So the coach came and did all kinds of activities with the students. So there was an amazing way to learn leadership through sports and cricket in this occasion. And these are the other elements that may be important to you. And the one which is highlighted is CMI. This is a Chartered Management Institute. It means that once you join the course, you'll be part of a network of professionals who will be potentially giving you some advice on your career, but also you have access to resources and events for you to make your first steps into the world of management and work. And of course, we've got an amazing team available to you to help you find either a placement, an internship, or your first job. So we've got about 35 people just dedicated to the business school students available all the time. So basically, these are the conditions for entry into this program. So you'll need to have completed at least 2 years of your BBA with a GPA of about 6, and then meet the English requirements. So I've put the fees here for 22-23, and expect that for 23-24 we'll have a slight increase, but it shouldn't really exceed more than 16,500, for example. The living costs, we're looking at about £10,000 for the entire year. Depending on your lifestyle, you can obviously spend a lot more, but also live on a bit less. And also, I'm pleased to tell you that we've got some scholarships which are available to make sure that you get a good value for money when it comes to your education in the UK. So the way to apply is very simple. You contact your international team at UPES. They will nominate you. We'll send you all the documentation, and we ask you to return your paperwork ASAP. Thanks to the partnership between NTU and UPES, you don't have to apply via the portal. It makes your life a lot easier and much simpler as well. Now, if you were to carry on, for example, with a master's in management, this is the list of courses that we have available. They're all 12 months and all accredited by professional bodies, and of course, ASSB and EQUIS. These are, the fees for, again, this one was like 21, 22, but you're looking at this range of prices between 18,000 to 20,000 plus, depending on the program that you'll go on to. So this is it for this whistle-stop tour of Nottingham Business School and the pathway into BA or a master's in management. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them, or you can always get in touch with the UPES team who will be able to answer your queries later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much for this very informative presentation. There are many questions that students have asked in the question and answer box, and many of them are answered. I'm very happy to note that students have high interest in this program, and students, the team at the UPS International will just give you an email ID. If you have any questions that are not answered, or if you want to reach out to Chris and Vidhi, please write to us and we'll get your queries resolved. And it's a wonderful opportunity. And thanks to our friends from Nottingham Trent University. They are based in UK, but they managed to come for this webinar. And thank you so much for your participation in the webinar today and for the huge support that you have given to UPS. It's really amazing the kind of interest our students are showing and the kind of collaboration that we are looking forward to. Many thanks to both of you.
Thanks, Sheetal.
Thank you. Vidhi's got her hand up, yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to add that similar to the business school, we have pathways for law school students into LLMs at NTU. We have pathways for BTech students for masters in our School of Science and Technology. And we also have other undergrad collaborations such as 2+2 for product design students, 2+2 for your communication design students, and also master's opportunities for communication design, fashion students, and product design students. So this partnership's not restricted just to the business school. It extends to law students, to engineering students, and to the art and design students. And all students will have a guaranteed scholarship, which is to be determined between UPES and NTU, which would be one of the sort of benefits of this partnership. So that's all I wanted to add today. And thank you very much for hosting us in this.
Thanks, Vidhi.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris, and thanks, Vidhi.
Thank you.
Dear students and parents, we are also joined today in the webinar by our other two partners. I am very delighted to welcome Professor Shivaprakash. If you can just raise your hand, everybody would know. Professor Shivaprakash from Virginia Commonwealth University and Professor Fotis from GISMA. Welcome, Professor Shiv. Welcome, Professor Fotis. So we are going to also now talk to you about an amazing opportunity for students to do masters at two different countries, opportunity to do masters, two different countries. You can either do it at the USA or Germany, and both the professors will talk about the opportunities for students to do masters in Virginia Commonwealth University, US, or GISMA, Germany. I'll just going to very briefly talk about our collaboration with Virginia Commonwealth University, one of our long-term partners of exchange, semester exchange and research. VCU is a wonderful university, a very old university founded in the year 1838. It's ranked top 100 research university by National Science Foundation. And it's had very prestigious community engagement programs. UPS and VCU, we have an international credit transfer program, and the program is for UPS students to get their master's degree from VCU. And eligible students from UPS are transferred to VCU in the final degree of their MBA program. Students need to have a good academic record at UPS, which means that you have to maintain very strong academic records of A grades across all your courses. So the MBA Global program that UPS has, students can graduate to MS Finance, MS Marketing Management, MS Logistics and Supply Management, MS Decision Making, and MS Information Systems. Over to you, Professor Shiv.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. I will first play a video about VCU, and then I will explain to you the different programs we offer for the students in the Global Pathway Program. Now, let me start. Is my video audible? Can you view and hear? Yeah.
Also, we can see the video, but we
But
cannot hear.
You can't hear.
Oh, okay. So there could be some issue with that because of the Zoom should take the screen and the video and the audio. I am not sure. Let me try.
I can't hear. Metrics. Senthil sir, can you hear? There's no sound for me.
Yeah, there is no voice. So
Yeah, Professor Shiv, we can carry on with the presentation. I think there is
okay.
no. Yeah.
There is no voice.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So I will carry on with the presentation now. Okay. All right. The video had no voice. There was a technical error, but the most important thing is Virginia Commonwealth University is located at the city center, the city of Richmond in the state of Virginia. So it is, as you must have seen in the video, it is very happening place. A lot of sports, games, academics, and industry interaction. So VCU, as my colleague told just 5 minutes ago, is a very stable and older partner with UPES Dehradun. It is located at the heart of the Richmond city in Virginia state. University is focused on two main goals. One is research, and it is obviously ranked in the top 100 among the state universities, and the student success. It is established in 1838, and more than 174,000 alumni all over the world. Alumni is a proud community, the VCU community. They are always connected with the university, and they are always available for the current students for various networking and career opportunities. So, as people who are familiar with US, you see this is the eastern coast, and the Virginia is in here, which is very close to DC and the New York. So the Virginia is in the East Coast. You see New Jersey, Delaware, that is below that, Virginia, So DC is, Washington DC is just 2.5 hours from Richmond, and then New York is a short flight from, and there is a train from Richmond. It is well connected. And also within the US, East Coast is densely populated and most happening place. And hence the VCU is also part of the happening place within the US. VCU has students from 86 countries. It's very diverse population. And then it has a large number of employees, 21,000 employees, and then 2,000 plus full-time instruction faculty. This is a very large university. VCU has one of the state-of-the-art medical school of Virginia, Medical College of Virginia, MCV, which is among the top 10 in the US. VCU has a phenomenal arts and design school, which is number 1 or number 2 in the US, depending on which year you look at the ranking. VCU brand in center, we call brand center, is number 1 in the US. They are the center of creativity, advertisement, and branding and it is associated with business school. So VCU has pockets of excellence in various programs. It has a very strong engineering program. It has a very strong business program. And also, because of the medical school, the city of Richmond has many families from India, because the doctors working in the Medical College of Virginia are, many of them are from India. And so this is a place where you are not at home if you go there, but still you are connected because there are many people from India working in the city of Richmond, either with VCU Medical College or outside. Now, VCU has a large array of academic programs. We call schools and colleges, but there is no technical difference, so either you can use schools or colleges. For some reason, we call some schools and some colleges. So we have 13 schools and 1 college. And we offer 226 degree and certificate programs. So a large number of programs university-wide where people who attend VCU can opt for. And about the city of Richmond, it is the capital city of the state of Virginia. And roughly about 10 Fortune 1000 companies are headquartered in the city of Richmond. It has a growing innovation ecosystem, creative and startup centers and innovation is very vibrant in the city. VCU has a very thriving arts community. And then it is very, several events of global nature, sports, and other things keep happening in the city of Richmond. So Richmond the university is located at the heart of the city. So the students studying in VCU are well integrated with the rest outside society, the community around, and therefore the experience with which students, not only in the classroom, but their experience outside the classroom is going to be a lot more richer. Because some universities in the US are university towns, and university is the main entity in the town. But VCU happens to be in a city where this is one of the universities, and there are several other universities in the state of Virginia and Richmond too. The main focus of my presentation is the School of Business, which has the partnership with Global Pathway Program. So VCU School of Business is, as once again I said, is attracting good number of students worldwide, and a number of students from India attend VCU School of Business, either through partnership or on their own. On an average, the starting salary for the graduates of the School of Business, $65,000 to $100,000 per year. This is a fairly decent salary. One who doesn't have experience or experience less than 1 year or 1.5 years. So this is something which is very attractive for someone who is studying and graduating from VCU to look forward to. Whereas the undergrads from the VCU, BBA, I'm talking about, the average salary is $55,000, around that figure. So this is where our alumni are kind of looking forward to what they can earn. And one of the things you should know when you opt for VCU through the UPES is the master's degree offered in VCU School of Business is MS program, Master of Science, not MBA. Now, MS as opposed to MBA is highly specialized program. Okay, MS Finance means you will be specializing in finance throughout the year. All the courses you take is finance courses or finance courses. Then you have MS in Marketing Management, once again specializing in management, marketing, in depth. MS in Information Systems, Masters in Decision Analytics. It is not called an MS, but it is equivalent to that, Masters in Decision Analytics, and MS in Supply Chain Management. Now, those programs out of the 5, the bottom 3 are with the asterisk. They are called STEM programs, STEM programs. As you know, STEM is an abbreviation which starts for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, these skills are supposed to be in short supply within the US economy. So US federal government encourages the more students to graduate from STEM programs, which are rich in applications of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, what are the advantages? Generally, students studying in US universities for a year or more, they're eligible for a stay back opportunity. Post-degree, they can stay back for a year for pursuing an internship in the area of their specialization. We call this as OPT, Optional Practical Training. It is an internship, a paid internship. For all practical purposes, these internships are like jobs, but they cannot be legally jobs because students are in the country with a F1 status, that is a student visa status. They cannot work legally, but they can pursue an internship, which are almost like a job, and they are paid. Now, for the STEM programs, which are with information systems, decision analytics, and supply chain management, students can actually stay back for 2.5 years, as opposed to 1 year of a normal non-STEM program like finance and marketing. So that is the kind of an encouragement students in STEM program get because STEM skills are in short supply. It is also true that STEM graduates start with a higher starting salary compared to non-STEM graduates. So those interested in STEM, they should understand these are special benefits. Now, the VCU has been recruiting from India. There were several partnership programs in the past. They're continuing, but not like UPES. UPES is very unique partnership, what we have. And rest of the programs are fairly students, transferring from one program to VCU program halfway through. So far, about 500 students have transferred credits from Indian universities to VCU. This is since 2010. It's roughly a track record of 12 years I'm talking about. And we are very proud that 41% of 500 plus students who have transferred, they are women. This speaks a lot. This proportion of women is even better than some of the classrooms we see in India. There are 70 in the program in the VCU right now, and then 400 have already graduated. 99% of the students who have applied for VCU have obtained the visa to travel to US. This is another indicator of the kind of recognition the university and the programs have. 99% of the student applicants got F1 visa. And post-degree, based on our connections and the tracking of the students' career opportunities and where they are, we see 50% of the students, graduates, are working abroad, predominantly in the US, but there are students working in Singapore and Middle East, and then in Europe, a few in Europe. The program structure is fairly like this. If you are starting this year, hypothetically, 2022 to 2023, you will be in the UPES system, pursuing the courses, the classes in the UPES. And in 2023, by fall, we say sometime in August, that is 1 year from now, you will be moving to VCU in Richmond, USA. So 1 year in UPES and the second year 2 in the VCU in the US. So this is the structure which we are following. Now the students who go, particularly girl students, we hear a lot of feedback from the parents. And obviously security is one of the key issues among the parents in India. And we keep hearing this, and we are very proud of receiving these feedbacks. Most of the parents say that they felt safe because their children are taken care of in the university and they were kept in touch. And this is kind of a student attention, student focus VCU provides when you come to VCU for your second year program. VCU always provides hostel facility, on-campus hostel facility for the students. It is very, very safe. These hostels are equipped with kitchen and living rooms and well furnished. Students love to cook often on and off, and they don't miss home so much. And then they are very well, COVID controlled facilities with rules followed rigorously. And most students enjoy being in the hostel because they are also connected with the rest of the student community on the campus. Here are some of the where our alumni are from India who have gone from India. There are years marked in front of the names, 2012, like that. So they're the classes we are indicating. And some of the highlights that, some people came back and working in India, but if you look at the US component, they are all over the US. They're in California, New Jersey, DC, and Texas. So you can find them in many places. And one in UAE, there is a person working. That is really nice to have people outside US. There are people again in the long list in the US. And then some well-known companies where these students are working. Alumni, once again, Dubai is an exception. Then again, in the US, there are many people, right? So once again, you see a large proportion in the US. That's, I think, because of the nature of the program we are running. The students have a stay back opportunity, and there is a demand for highly specialized skilled people, and the decision analytics and information systems and supply chain are all STEM programs. So that is how people are getting jobs in the US after completing their degree from the VCU. So I strongly encourage you to join UPES Global Pathway Program, and then we look forward you to come over to VCU and then be part of the VCU as well. We are very grateful to have this opportunity to be with you all and make this presentation. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Thank you. Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you, Professor Shiv. Thank you so much. There are many questions that the students are asking question answer box, and I'm afraid because of the paucity of time, we will not be able to answer all the questions here. But students, definitely, we are going to get back to you with the answers to these questions. And I understand that your interest in VCU, and this is a fantastic opportunity to get the STEM degrees from one of the top universities in the US, and I'm sure many of you would be interested. So thank you, Professor Shiv, for your time today to discuss our partnership, and I hope that many students will take advantage of the partnership.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Professor Fotis, thanks for patiently sitting there and waiting while all other partners were making the presentation. I have to say one thing about GISMA, that it's a fantastic school in Germany. It's AMBA accredited, and it has more than 40 nationalities across the campuses in Berlin, Potsdam, Hamburg, and Hanover. It has many prestigious partnerships, and it provides contemporary knowledge and maintaining an up-to-date knowledge profile of the students. GISMA is a very competitive business school, and we are really fortunate that we have a partnership that gives our students the wonderful opportunity to do MSc in Data Science, AI, and Digital Business, MSc in International Business Management, and MSc in Leadership for Digital Transformation. So you study 1 year at UPS in Global, MBA Global, and then you go and study 1 year in GISMA and get your degree from GISMA Business School. Besides being an amazing educational hub, it provides wonderful opportunities of living in Germany and experiencing the diverse and rich culture of the place. Professor Fotis, many thanks to you once again for sparing your time, and you are in a different time zone. It must be difficult for you, but thanks, and you have supported UPS throughout the process of this partnership, and we are lucky that today you could spare some time here and speak to our students who are really keen to know more about the UPS GISMA program and the degree that they can get from GISMA. Over to you, Professor Fotis.
Thank you so much, Sheetal, and I was delighted to hear Professor Shiv as well, and our colleagues from Nottingham Trent University, with whom, by the way, I've had the pleasure of working some 15 years ago before. So it's been delighted. I've been delighted to hear that as well. So the pleasure is all mine. I'm really glad to be participating in this event and get this chance to talk about GISMA, because everyone that works at GISMA is really passionate about what they do, and of course we always welcome opportunities to talk about our school and the offerings of our school. Now, as you probably know, GISMA, which by the way stands for German Institute for Management and Administration, is a business school located in the metropolitan area of Berlin, Germany. I'm sure you know Germany is the wealthiest economy by a range of thousands of miles. It's by far the wealthiest economy in Europe, and I should say is one of the most vibrant and interesting cities to live in. The Human Development Index rating in Germany always places it in the top 5. It is really exciting. I can only share my experience for relocating to Germany a few years ago, and I've never regretted that for a single moment. Now, GISMA is today I will just provide a few fundamental things, just some fundamental information about GISMA, and of course some snapshots of the programs where there is a standing top-up agreement between UPS and GISMA. UPS being very proud to have your team and your school as partners. Now, GISMA is a multi-campus institution, all right? So it has campuses in London, in Berlin and Potsdam, in Hamburg and Hanover. Different campuses usually serve different provisions, and with Berlin and Potsdam being our hub for higher education programs, and Hamburg being the hub for programs delivered in partnership with the University of Kingston, and London being the corporate training campus, and Hanover, our seat for GISMA Language School and UPP University Preparation course. Now, I will focus on the multi-accredited status of GISMA. Our partnership or GISMA University programs have been accredited by a lot of prestigious accreditation bodies, inclusive of AMBA, for example, the Association of MBAs, one of the 5 or 6 schools all around Germany to be accredited by AMBA. All programs are accredited by FIBA, again, one of the most prestigious business education accreditations in Europe. And our partnership programs have been accredited by EFMD, ASSB. Were recently reviewed by the Quality Assurance Agency of the UK to a very good result. So this only serves as a testament to the real hard work we place in our programs, and of course the benefit the students derive from that work. Now, I would particularly focus on, just a second, because my PowerPoint has picked the hour of being non-responsive. Okay. All right, so I will mainly focus on our Potsdam campus. Potsdam is right outside Berlin. It is a wonderful city next to Glienicke Brücke. Glienicke Brücke is the Bridge of Spies for any one of you who has seen the Steven Spielberg film. So this is where it all takes place, and is located on the Think campus just across SAP. Now, Potsdam has been termed Europe's Silicon Valley, because that's what it is, really. It's a seat of tech hub, biz tech hub companies, and we're right at the center of this campus Jungfernsee, a large conglomerate of companies and institutions in Berlin's tech hub area. Now, what is astonishing about our new about the campus is that it is brand new. So it was launched 1 year ago, specifically to host GISMA University programs, and it's really a gem. Everybody who visits our campus really has the nicest things to say, and it's really a very welcoming, a very cozy, a very friendly atmosphere to study and live at. That's just a few pictures. Potsdam itself is a fantastic suburb of Berlin. Now, naturally, before I talk about GISMA, there are clear benefits in studying in Germany. Now, Germany has been on the surprise in welcoming international students. They have now surpassed 500,000 students dispersed around Germany. And of course, the reasons that most students cite in choosing Germany as a study destination is, of course, its excellent job opportunities. It has a very diversified economy, a very robust industrial and services sector, the quality of universities, of course, the international recognition of its degrees, the specialization that they can get through their studies, and of course, through their professional experience and the overall quality of life. So it's all those reasons combined, basically, that attract a lot of students to study in Germany. Now, obviously, there's also a very high employability rate at GISMA. More than 90% of our students have found employment within just 4 months. That's a really amazing, stat. If you think about it, I'm not talking about a 6-month or even further. I'm talking that like in the immediate months after graduating, students are already in employment. and more than 92% of our graduates work with international firms, which is again the norm in Germany. Now, also, it is important to note that the average salary of our graduates goes above Germany national average. More than 50,000 gross salary for master's holders and more than 60,000 euros in gross annual salary for our MBA graduates. Of course, there's also the benefit that has been shared by my dear colleagues before, that if you get to have a visa to study in Germany, that you can stay another 18 months after graduation and find a full-time job. Now, you should note that in Germany, this is absolutely crucial. There is, let's say, some demographic pressure in Germany, which always makes it more attractive towards international students, because a lot of key sectors in the German industry cannot be fulfilled, cannot be mastered through existing resources, existing German nationals. So it always attracts talent from above, both within the EU and outside the EU. So this is something that you will always feel welcome in Germany. Germany is a very open society. It's very open to foreign cultures and mindsets. So you would find it very easy to adapt. Now, why study at GISMA? If I could summarize the reasons, I would point out that it's the hub for merging business with technology. That's really important at GISMA. If you grasp this, if you keep that at the back of your heads, this is really the most important reason to join GISMA, because everything we do tries to merge solid business education, solid business management education with technology, with versatility, with adaptability towards digital and technological transformations taking place all over the world. So that is the mix that we infuse across all our courses, both undergraduate and graduate. Next thing that I would highlight is the degree of preparation we offer our students to become leaders, managers. So we do take the fact that we provide an international business management degree, for example, as really meaning every word within this title, because we do prepare students to become managers. So that comes by several means. Obviously, it's the curriculum itself that is informed by the most recent industry standards. It's managerial skills developed throughout the course. For example, we have management simulation-based assessments. So during your time at GISMA, you wouldn't write exams, you would write reports, you would deliver projects, presentations, go out there in the field and see what's real out there and try to translate that into solid academic and professional knowledge. We have a very vibrant career center. The corporate world is always visiting GISMA through a series, for example, of guest lectures, which are really a prime window of opportunity to interact with leading figures in the industry, but also right away people from the corporate world in Germany visit GISMA because they want to make a hire, they want to find the appropriate talent. So it is our business to prepare those students for what could be otherwise a challenging pathway, make it easier, and open doors which they may have not dreamed of before. So lead, that's the motto at GISMA. And the pedagogical model itself, if I could summarize, is really premised on interaction. At GISMA, there's no such thing as, a lecture and then preparing for assessments. The entire synchronous and asynchronous delivery at GISMA is really something that is codependent on the interaction achieved between lecturers and students. We want students to bring in their knowledge and expertise as much as our tutors. And of course, being a University of Applied Sciences, it is really important to us to always hire faculty that, on top of their solid academic and research experience, they have had years of experience in years of professional exposure experience. That is really key. Don't be surprised if the majority of the tutors actually teaching you at GISMA are entrepreneurs themselves or have worked in international organizations. Now, if I could summarize now for the programs, because I'm also conscious on time, let me focus on 3 programs that are crucial for UPS graduates. Now, there is an agreement that students can reduce the duration of study at GISMA in any of the following 3 programs. That would be the MSc International Business Management. That is our highest recruiter program. It's very popular. It's very solid. It has a 2 years duration, but for UPS graduates, that would be reduced to 1 year. And of course, you can just going through the modules covered, you can easily sense how complete it is, because there's hardly any area of international business that is left outside its scope. The next opportunity would be for the MSc Data Science, AI and Digital Business, a quite unique course in Germany, because it really provides students solid foundations in data science and AI, and of course, the primary domain of application of data science, in our case being digital business. There again, the 2-year program could be reduced to 1 year duration for UPS graduates. And finally, it's the MSc Leadership for Digital Transformation. Again, a 2-year course that would be reduced to 1 year for UPS graduates. And there again, you'll see a very versatile course having including modules ranging from cognitive psychology and leadership to cybersecurity, CEO decision-making, digital competencies, innovation management, etc. Now, these are all accredited, truly unique programs. The satisfaction rate that we receive from students is really high, and we do place a lot of importance on receiving accurate and ample feedback from students, and of course from employers all around. So that's from me, and of course happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Professor Fotis. That's a very exhaustive presentation about GISMA and the wonderful program that we have in MSc, Data Science, AI, and Digital Business, MSc in International Business Management, and MSc in Leadership in Digital Transformation. Absolutely a wonderful school to combine digital learning and the learning for tomorrow. You have created a wonderful program which actually matches what is required by the new age managers and the challenges that the world has for them. So I'm sure that with the combination of their studies at UPES, Dehradun, and MBA Global, and MBA at GISMA, they will be prepared to take up the global challenges. Thank you so much once again for the presentation. And students, I'm sure that you have many questions on the amount and the fees, and what is the kind of how can you make it more cost effective, and what are the kind of support that we can provide. So for all these questions, the question answers, I think they have been answered. And I'll repeat again that if you have any question, you want to speak to us, please write to us at international@ups.ac.in. Of course, these are wonderful opportunities, and the stage is set out for you, be it undergraduate student or postgraduate students. We are partnering with the best universities who have got best of the programs. For GISMA, I understand Professor Fotis and the academic team at GISMA and UPS had long conversations on what kind of programs we can offer so that we can make it the most effective program for our students. And similarly for all other partners, with the VCU, with NTU, we want to bring out with a global partnership the best kind of academic platform for the students. So this is in a nutshell about our 3 partnerships. And I would request Senthil to say a few words about the GPP. And yeah, please go ahead, Senthil.
Thank you, Dr. Sheetal, and thanks all the parents and students out there for patiently listening to the session. As Sheetal mentioned, it's a wonderful opportunity across different top institutions across the world to pursue your international dream and careers to pursue there as well. These options are across certain programs at UPS, so you need to choose right from the beginning across the pathways, which is available across BBA or Global MBA or BDES program or BTech program. Choose those programs well in advance so that you will be able to track the decision across the choice of your international institutions as well. The BBA Global and MBA Global programs are wide open. So you can choose to get into the program and you can choose to select the destination later as well. But the entry should be the BBA Global or MBA Global program, which is very particular because this is a credit transfer program. So choose the program well intact. And apart from that, I'm sure that amazing opportunities and all the support which you require to pursue your international education is being facilitated by our team of dynamic members across UPS international team, right? From facilitating you your application process, admission procedures, also helping you, handholding you, and supporting you in the entire journey to travel across international institution. With that note, thank you very much for patient listening, and I'm sure it's a great opportunity for you to explore and come up with an international degree in the best of institution across 2 worlds. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening ahead. Bye-bye.